hair. Uh-oh. I was getting my hair fixed. And I was also drinking out of a can with a logo on it, so.
Didn't see it.
Oh, good. All right. We're back on the air. It is now 6 a.m. here on the West Coast, 9 a.m. on the East Coast. How are we doing on the theme song? And Phil's back.
I am back. I'm rested. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's hear a new version of the theme song.
All right.
Wait, hold on a second. Did we get a new version? Oh,
Yes.
I think if you start, I think it'll come back to me. Hold on a second.
All right, I'm gonna do my top of the hour stuff while you guys get your shit
have
together. My name's Trevor Moore. This is the Trevathon. Thank you for watching. We've been on the air for I don't know how many hours now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. So I have a Comedy Central special that's coming out tonight at midnight on Comedy Central called The Story of Our Times. And this is a telethon kind of leading up to that. And so what we're doing here is every hour we're taking a different topic, a different problem that the world has, and we're trying to solve it. And we've been pretty successful so far. In the first hour, we solved the Middle East problem. The second hour, we solved the problem with the new Star Wars movies. Third hour, we solved the problem with the DC universe. The fourth hour, we solved racism.
That was big.
Huge. Someone should update Wikipedia on racism and let everybody know that we fixed it. Fifth, we figured out how to fix overpopulation. Also big. Then I don't know what that one was. Our solution was just everybody chill out on that. Which one was that? Illegal immigrants. We decided everyone needs to chill out, which I don't know if that is actually a solution. That's the one I feel like we might
did the same thing for the internet.
I know. Okay, so there's two topics we just sort of kicked the can down the road. One was the internet, which we decided there was no problem with. And then the other one was illegal immigration, which we decided there wasn't a problem with too. But I think we have to revisit both of those because we're in the last hour, we have to go back to the ones that we didn't solve. Because if the goal is to fix everything, you can't just say that there's nothing wrong with something. That's
Fair
cheating.
enough, yeah.
All right, I don't know. Let's hear the new version of the theme song.
1, 2, 3.
I like that one. That's my favorite one so far.
A little rest.
That was good. Yeah. You guys went away for a couple hours and wrote that. That was great. I think it's pretty good. I'd say
There's room to grow, though, right?
there's room to grow. I mean, I think we're going in the right direction. You know what I liked is when we were doing the Middle East and you did that Middle Eastern kind of.
Oh, we gotta bring that.
Can you bring
really
a little
like
bit of
that.
that into it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, if you're watching, call in. The number's 1-833-Trevor-1. Also, there's a Reddit AMA that we're taking questions from. We're answering a lot of questions from that. And you can talk to us in the comments here. We have, I can't hear the guitar over the drums.
Who cares?
All right. And then someone said, you guys did all the good problems early. All right. Well, maybe we have a good problem for this hour. Let me introduce our guest for the hour. She's very funny, comedian and writer. She's written in tons of things. Sarah Benincasa. How are you?
Nice to see you. Oh, this feels good.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I was watching, I watched DC. I watched you guys fix
Oh, you watched DC?
And I watched you guys fix racism. And I kept calling the whole time because I wanted to see if you guys needed anything.
Oh, really? So you were calling in and not getting through?
No, because there were so many people who were calling. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Like, and watching the feed at home was great. I'm so excited for you.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, no, we've people have been getting upset because they haven't been able to get in. But we're and everyone on right now is making fun. I said fortune instead of fortune.
I heard it in hair and makeup.
Yes.
Where I got fake eyelashes.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
I know, I feel very feminine for the sexism segment.
Nice. Oh,
And-
well, you're giving away what it is,
Oh,
Jen.
oh.
Uh-oh. All right, we'll introduce it because the cat's out of the bag now. Which is, actually, I forget which, because there's 24, so I never really know which one we're going to right now. But our topic for this hour is sexism. Okay, so this is a classic.
Yeah.
Classic problem. So somebody was just complaining that we did all of the big problems at the beginning. I think we're coming back around. Sexism. That's racism, sexism. That's one of the OGs.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a classic. It's like Coca-Cola classic.
Exactly.
You can't beat the real thing.
It's a good problem to try to fix.
I'm excited.
Yep. Let me get. We have Timmy on the roof for the sunrise. Oh, so we're gonna. Can we go live to Timmy on the roof now? He's up there to see the sunrise here in California.
There he is.
I don't see him.
This is so
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
That's green screen.
Timmy, can you hear me? I can't hear him. So there's Timmy. Everybody has been writing in to say he resembles a later day Roseanne. And,
Like, not even-
I think that's pretty.
not even
neat.
reboot
God,
Roseanne.
I like repeating it. Okay.
Roseanne.
Can you hear us now, Timmy?
Yeah, I got you guys. Yep.
Can you? I can't hear Timmy. I can't hear what Timmy's saying, so I'll just talk to him. Okay, everyone can hear Timmy except me.
Okay.
Timmy,
guys got me.
what's it like on the roof?
It's beautiful. There's the place where you can look at space, Griffith Observatory, this way. And
Timmy, do you know which direction
the sun's
sun
not
is
up yet.
going to come up?
There it is. Thank you. Okay, here we go. I don't live here. I don't know where
I'm pretty
buildings
sure
are.
Timmy is pointing north.
Yeah, the sun rises in the
Because that's
north.
the Hollywood
now.
Hills behind him, right?
that's
Can
the
we
observatory.
can we see? Can we move the camera around and see where the Viacom sign is?
Yeah, it's all the way over this way.
Can we
Can
see
you
the
move
Viacom
it towards the
sign? 'Cause
Viacom
that's
sign?
that's the Griffith Park Observatory.
Yep, there we go.
And
There's some stuff.
There's the famous Hollywood sign, and
Now it's black.
we lost Timmy.
Oh, we lost the
So yeah, he was pointing north.
But he looked so good.
I was just
doing
standing in
it.
front of
Yeah.
the
He
camera,
was
man.
glowing. Like he looked stunning, I thought.
Yeah, you're very kind.
A handsome boy.
Okay, there's the Viacom sign. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be closer to. I like that we weren't even looking. Most people would screw that up, being like west or east, but we just went north to look for the sunrise. All right. Well, we'll check back in with them when they figure that out.
By the way, how are you still so alert and handsome at this hour?
Oh,
I
my
thought
God.
I would come in and it would be like a haggard nightmare.
Oh, well, thank
But
you.
It's just, everyone is stunning.
Am I? That's
But
great.
especially you, the host.
You're a great guest.
Thanks.
This is
I'm just here to
fantastic.
compliment everybody.
Yeah. I don't feel alert. You know.
You totally look great. Well, my Lyft driver was stoked because I figured at this hour I might drive slightly drunk, although
Right.
I'm sober, but I'm just not good at waking up. And my Lyft driver was like, "Miss, where are you going?" And I told him, and he was like, "Oh shit!" He was so stoked, and he was like, "How is he up?" And I was like, "I can't answer that question, man. I refuse to." I was like, "I don't know. It's just the energy of live television."
Yeah, you know what I did? I took 2 hours off, and I tried to take a nap. And Sam and Timmy hosted for 2 hours, and so I went up into a room up in Comedy Central's offices and turned off the lights, and I tried to sleep, and I couldn't.
Yeah, because you're too amped.
Yeah.
Because this is very exciting.
Yeah.
It's a glorious band.
So
What's going on?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We got a lot of we have callers. We have callers. All right, let's talk. Do you want to talk to a caller?
Yes!
Okay, let's talk to a caller. Oh, caller. Caller.
Hey, Trevor, it's Colton.
Colton, how are you? Where are you calling from?
Calling from Big Rapids, Michigan.
Big Rapids, Michigan. Okay. What time is it there?
9:14 a.m.
Nice.
It's late. It's late.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so the topic is sexism. What do you think? Do you have any personal experiences with it? And have you been sexist to people? And if so, what can you do to stop it? And how do we fix it?
All right, sexism isn't something that I personally have to really deal with
Right.
much in my life. However, growing up as a little edgelord on the internet, I have made my fair share of sexist jokes, and I don't really see a problem with that. You know, if everything's well and good that it's a joke. But as far as the actual issues that impact people's lives, I'd say that the best course of action would be to, you know, if you see anybody being disgusting out in public, or if you see anybody, you know, blatantly being sexist and rude, and, you know, it's not in any sort of a good manner, good fun kind of way, and, you know, it's easily identifiable, like, definitely shut that person down. You know, maybe they don't know that what they're talking about is, you know, rude or whatever, and, yeah, that could be one good first step, and, you know, the second step would be to realize that sexism can go, like, both ways. So, you know, like, there's quite a bit of talk about issues with, you know, men being sexist towards women, less talk about women being sexist towards men, issues that affect men. I think
what
a good starting place would be to realize that it could go both ways.
Yeah, like if I was like, "You're hot Michigan dick, show it to me right fucking now from Grand Rapids," would that be hard for you? Are you upset?
I mean, you know, if we were in person, I'd probably be a little bit uncomfortable,
But you feel safe because
Yeah.
they're over the phone.
Are we dating now?
all right. Definitely not dating.
Are we married?
You didn't propose.
Oh my God! Would you? I'm gonna say this right now. Would you marry me, Sarah Benincasa, and come live with me in my studio apartment in Los Angeles?
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Oh
Yes!
my God!
Yes.
Wow!
Thank you.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Was this the first? Is this the first engagement that's happened?
This is the first engagement. You're our Tiny Tim.
Oh, so I look like Tiny Tim.
So, well, this is amazing. Wow. We'll get his info, and
Yeah,
that way.
thank you. I should have it, and get his social security number and bank account number.
Social security number and bank account. Let's get
Yeah.
all of that.
I have all of that ready.
Oh, it's okay. Wow. This is
fucking hot.
this is great. This
This
is
is hot.
really cool.
Yeah.
It would be great if
I really got to thank you, Trevor, for this wonderful opportunity. I came here to talk about sexism, but I think I'm walking away with something much more important.
I love you. I do legitimately love
All right,
you.
give our producer your information because maybe this really would work. How weird would that be? It would be like a romantic comedy.
Oh, this would be the best rom-com of all time.
Yeah.
And you get like a huge amount of percentage of the back end. Just by the way, like
Of the
you're
back end
a
of the
co-EP on the rom-com.
Oh, great.
And yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
cool. We co-creators.
I love this, and I really hope this works out. So I'm supposed to move on to. Thank you for calling, by the way, we'll get your information.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I'm supposed to. So we always do a thing on the show where we look at a Wikipedia quote to learn about sexism, and it doesn't tell us anything. And then we watch some clips that people have pulled, and because of fair use, they're only like less than 3 seconds. And it never helps
I
us.
watched for like 2 to 4 hours last
Oh, okay.
night.
So you get it. You get it. All right. So sexism. The Wikipedia quote says sexism is prejudice, stereotyping, or discrimination typically against women on the basis of sex. All right. That's what I thought it was.
sense, yeah.
That's what I thought it was. We have many clips. I'm being told we have many clips to learn from.
I'm excited.
Okay, and they also just said they're very short clips. I'm like, I know. We've been here 9 hours. I know these clips are useless, but let's watch them. Let's watch them anyway. Let's learn about sexism.
Said they found systemic problems of Google paying women less than their male counterparts. Google came out and said, we vehemently disagree. They called it an unfounded statement.
That was the longest clip we've ever had, I think. And I actually understood that one.
Yeah.
That one made sense. So Google
Heard of it?
has it's I'm a Bing guy, but have you? I don't want to get sidetracked, but I could talk about Bing forever.
I love Bing.
Yeah.
Can we just do a whole another 24 hours about Bing
Yeah, how to
next
fix
week?
Bing. You
Yeah.
can't.
You can't.
It's perfect. So Google, I guess, got caught paying guys more than girls.
Well, that is what the claim was, and Google was like, no, we did not. That was their official statement, apparently. That's what I took away. Somebody was like, you did a thing, and Google was like, nah. And that was what I took from that clip.
Huh.
Interesting. Yeah, that's to me is sort of the basis of most of my I think it always starts with pay.
Right.
I think it starts with money, and maybe that's because I'm a filthy, money-grubbing, terrible person. But like, I think a lot of what when I think about sexism, I think about equal pay or lack of equal. Now, I don't know if Google actually was paying dudes more than chicks.
Right.
But I think that does happen a lot across different employment sectors.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point that we can make this about equal pay because sexism. It's almost too big to tackle because it's different in different cultures. It's ingrained like that. But equal pay is something that seems actionable.
Yeah.
That seems like whittling the problem into something that you could actually come up with some sort of solution for.
Yeah, we're gonna solve it. We're gonna solve it.
We're gonna solve it. We've got 39 minutes. We're gonna be good here. Okay, so we have a poll here, and this is for everybody to say to write your yes or no answer in the comment section. Our poll is: girls can be called dudes. I don't understand that. Is it okay to call a girl a dude?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
very
an hour.
offended
You're very
right now.
anti-dude.
About 9.5
I've
hours.
never heard this to be a problem, but I guess it's a poll, and right now we have 0% saying yes and 0% saying no. So
Hi,
nobody.
Williams
No,
here,
'cause I call my
reporting to you
friends dude
from
all the
the
time.
roof of
My
the Barclay
girlfriends.
building
I
in
call
Los
people dude
Angeles,
all the time.
California.
I also say guys.
You guys?
That could be sexist. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I say, hey guys, and I mean a co-ed group.
Yeah.
I call them guys.
You guys and ladies is what you should say.
Yes.
With like a flourish.
And ladies.
Ladies, I thank you.
100% are saying girls can be called dudes.
I agree.
And that could just be unanimous, or it could just be only one person has voted.
That's a couple people.
What? Oh, I'm being told it's one person has voted. Okay, let's look at some more clips about sexism. All right, let's.
Yes, there is a problem in the valley, and one you're hopeful is being fixed.
Well, I think there is a problem just in the numbers and being underrepresented.
So there's a problem in the valley.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what the problem in the Valley is. Not enough Bob's Big Boy franchises. That's one for the room. That one was just for the room.
So yeah, evidently the valley is probably the most sexist place.
It's the Valley of Silicon.
The Valley
Valley of
Silicon Valley.
Silicon.
You're right. That's probably what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Well, there's a lot, and it is true that there are fewer. Obviously, there's a lot fewer like women in coding, for example,
Mm-hmm.
women programmers. Even though there are a lot of really talented women programmers out there.
Yeah.
So I think part of it has to do with encouraging, like Carly Kloss, the actress and supermodel and host, has this really cool group called Coding with Klossy. It's this nonprofit to train girls to learn how to code and how to program. And she has like camps all over the country and does all kinds of cool stuff and stuff like that. I think if you start like teaching girls, encouraging them to be in STEM careers young, then that hopefully eventually will trickle down up
Trickle up.
to the Valley.
Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. Like, includes STEM classes. Or STEM,
Yeah, encourage-
Supermodel classes?
Yeah, supermodel
Yeah,
classes. Like, take a chick and be like, do you like math? Do you like science? Yes, yes. Fuck that. Are you hot? And if she's hot, then she gets to take math and science classes. But she won't
Totally.
need to because she's going to get married immediately, so it's fine.
Because then, and then also that would attack a stereotype. Remember there was a James Bond movie where I forget.
Wait, a sexist James Bond movie?
Yeah. where I forget the model, but she was like a nuclear scientist.
Ooh.
And but it was
Denise Richards?
Denise Richards was a
Yeah.
nuclear scientist.
I believe
And then
it.
she came in and she was like, and in the movie, I remember as a kid watching it, and she's like, I'm a nuclear scientist, and you're like, bullshit, you are, But that's a sexist thing.
Yeah, because
And-
maybe she is.
And they keep yelling it was Christmas Jones. Is that the name? Denise
made-up
Richards,
name.
Christmas Jones. Okay, all right.
That's the best thing
It's not.
ever.
It's not pertinent. It's like, thank you. I just hear Christmas Jones. It's Christmas Jones. Like we have a James Bond fan. Oh, Denise Richards, Christmas Jones. I keep getting. Okay.
I'm just picturing someone on this very capable, wonderful crew having been up for like 17 hours being like, Christmas Jones!
Yeah.
Trevor, it's Christmas
Well,
fucking
also
Jones!
our producer's British.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's like got a little like kick to it.
Yeah,
in
so
the
it's very
accent.
important, James Bond.
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah, no.
And he just told me that her tagline was "Christmas came early." That was the pun.
You know what? God bless Christmas.
That
That's
you used.
beautiful. My name would be
let's-
Easter Never. That's my nuclear scientist name.
All right, let's
Thank
watch the
you.
clip. Let's learn more.
I thought to myself, this dude has got such a fixation with women and blood. What is wrong with him?
Navarro. She's so funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's great. She's a longtime Republican.
I
Not
don't
a
know.
fan of Trump.
Hey, Sam Brown is here. I don't understand what she was saying.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah, okay, we have one more clip.
Lunatic 70-year-old man, baby. Stop it. You are now the president of the United States, the commander-in-chief, and you need to stop acting like a mean girl.
I love her.
Who do you think she's talking about?
I don't
I don't know, though. That's the thing. It wasn't specific enough.
I don't know what that had to do with sexism.
Oh, well, she was just, she does a lot. She's somebody who talks a lot about how Trump sometimes appears to have an issue with women, which I disagree with because he's great. He's been great for chicks, and I feel great about him. I voted for him 17 times, and I think about...
that's illegal.
No, not when you're pretty and a girl sexism. She takes issue with some of the ways in which he speaks about women, which is interesting because she is somebody who is a more conservative individual. She is, I would say, right of center, has worked in Republican presidential administrations, not a fan of big T-bones, which is what we call them around the office.
Okay.
I don't know what office.
You know, I don't vote.
Really?
Yeah.
Son calls him DJ. Donald
Deej.
Jr. calls him DJ.
I don't vote, and I'll tell you why, and it's a selfish reason. It's because I don't want to go to jury duty.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can't they find you, though, just
Not
because you're
me.
tall? They can't find you.
It's like a double-edged.
I'm like, I disappear. Yeah, it's double-edged. I don't want to go to jury duty, so I don't want to sign up to vote because
It's a
that's how they get you.
powerful- It's a powerful, like, sort of Swiss move. Sort of like, no, we're not involved in wars. We'll keep your gold here.
Yeah.
Fine. Like, you're playing both sides. I like it. It's sexy.
I sometimes wonder, like how bad the president would have to be before I would, he's like, making giant, I don't know, Pacific Rim robots and just like destroying the poor. And I'm like, yeah, but like,
Jury
you
duty.
get like $15 a day. I don't know.
If Trump runs again, will you vote?
Will I vote?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends.
Jury duty is easy to get out of. You just tell them any of the problems you've solved. You say that. You say, I'm racist. I like DC Comics. Like
Right.
something offensive.
Right.
Yeah.
You're assuming I don't like Trump. I could be a huge Trump
could.
supporter.
No.
Although I'm not, obviously, because I didn't vote. So I'm pretty apathetic about it. Okay. We have some comments here. I'm going to get the news from The View.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And someone says jury duty is sweet now. Go vote, Trevor.
Trying to trick you.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
That's a judge.
It's
an honor.
for a fucking minute.
You missed a great comment earlier. Someone said, Timmy looks like a chubby Hugh Grant, and then someone said Chew Grant. Chew Grant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
I don't see it.
I don't see
I'm a
that.
Timmy Stan.
You're a
I'm
Timmy Stan?
Timmy Stan. Big Timmy fan from way back.
Really?
Yeah. Very accessible, enchanting person. Charming.
He's accessible.
Yeah, he's goddamn delightful.
He's very accessible.
Too accessible.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Funny. I'm just a Timmy fan club over here.
Well,
How do you feel about that? Is that
you
weird?
don't know him.
It's not weird for me.
Is it hot? I got engaged earlier in this segment.
I know.
I'm willing
You
to
missed
walk
it.
it back. I'll walk
Yeah.
it back, though.
I like that we match.
I know. It's almost like we should.
Someone said Timmy is a snack.
Timmy is a snack. He's a hearty, delicious.
Timmy would like a snack. It's easy. I didn't even need to do it. He's a good guy. He flew all the way here to be on
He
the
just
show.
jumped off the roof.
I know. Timmy, I'm sorry. I don't
Wants
know.
the whole meal.
Someone said, where the weed at?
Everywhere. It's California.
Yeah, it's 420.
great.
Are you
Oh.
doing anything for 420?
I was gonna go to Hello Kitty night at Dodger Stadium. They're doing Hello Kitty night tonight.
420?
They totally know what they're doing? But then I was like, or I could just eat an edible and think about being at Hello Kitty night, but not have to deal with people.
What is Hello Kitty night?
You get enchanting Hello Kitty treats if you go to Dodger Stadium tonight.
Oh, okay.
You get like a T-shirt or a towel, or I don't know. I was high when I read about it, but it sounded great. Yeah, there's fireworks. It's going to be intense. There's going to be lots of small Japanese girls screaming, I assume. Like, I don't know what happens at Hello Kitty night, but it's going to rock.
That sounds great. Oh, I'm here. The sun is coming up. Let's check in with Timmy. We're going to see Timmy. Timmy's on the roof for
Yeah, I can
sunset.
hear the now.
Sunrise.
Hey, what's up?
Sorry.
Hey,
it's been a while.
the sun is in
Timmy!
the direction that we thought it would be, Trevor. So it's coming.
Yeah, he's got a little sound blanket.
They gave me a little blanket.
Timmy, your head's in the way of the sun.
Your head's in the way of the sun.
There you go. Timmy.
Wait, where? Dude,
Yeah, there.
okay, there we go.
Okay,
cool.
so
There's the
Timmy,
sun
tell
in
us
the
what's
middle.
going on up there.
All right, cool.
That was sexy as hell.
Timmy Williams here reporting live from the sun.
No, I can't hear him at
Well,
all.
we got the
I can
sunshine.
see him. Okay, we
sun's
have the
coming up
right
right there.
direction now. We're pointing.
I see cars because it's LA. People don't walk here, do they?
Does everybody
There's a
know
bunch
which
of cars.
direction the sun rises?
There's the Hollywood side.
That's in the west.
Yeah, I had a blanket on.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know I'm on. I've been
Timmy,
talking.
how many sunsets do you think you've seen in your sunrises? Have you seen in your
Yeah,
life?
you know what? I can't hear Trevor. Hold on. Here we go. Here we
This
go.
is just not working.
How many
Because I can't
sunrises
hear
I've
what
seen?
he's saying.
I don't get up that early. Okay, now I can hear you, buddy.
All right, will you point at the sunrise one more time for us?
There's
there
the
we go.
sun. Sunrise. Right
That's
there.
great.
See it?
Tell him like make a funny face or something.
Timmy, do you have any views on sexism?
I think it sucks that I hope we can find a solution in the next 28 minutes or whatever we got.
I can't hear a damn thing. I can't. No, we can't hear a thing he's saying.
You can't hear me? Because I can hear myself coming out of the TV.
Oh, he's saying he hopes
and
he
now
gets
the
figured out in
IFB
the
is all
next 20 minutes.
staticky.
All right, well, Timmy, come in and get warm. Good job
This is a
pointing at the
technical nightmare.
sunset.
But the
Thank
sun is
you.
beautiful.
What did he say that time?
He said it was a.
All right, bye-bye.
The sun is beautiful.
It's a technical nightmare.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Well, that's beautiful.
It is pretty.
Oh, we have a caller. Someone says the reveal was great, Timmy. And then someone says, I woke up, I'm back.
The reveal was probably
Thank God.
when he took off the towel.
It was very sensual. That was like a James Bond girl moment.
Yeah, that
Coming out of
probably
Ooh.
that didn't help you shake your Timmy stanness.
No, I'm really into
Now
Timmy.
double down on it.
Which is weird because I got engaged to a dude from Michigan earlier in the program, and he's probably watching, and now he has to kill Timmy for my love.
So win-win.
Timmy Stan, like the Eminem song.
I stan a legend. His name is Timmy.
We have a caller. We have a caller. We have a comment here. It says Timmy for President 2020. Someone said Timmy said F you, Trevor, and then somebody said Timmy supports ISIS.
Supports or is a part of, because those are two different things.
That is two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like we all support ISIS.
Yeah. Well, like, but if you're an employee but you don't love the boss, like I feel like that's where Timmy's at right now with his relationship to ISIS. We're
Right.
talking about it.
He's it's
a job.
He likes the videos.
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
doesn't
It's not really the mission. Is sort of like.
Okay, we have a caller. Caller, you're on the air.
How's it going, Trevor?
Good. How are you? What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Alex, man. I'm from New Brunswick, Canada.
Oh wow! This is our first international caller. So people were complaining earlier that they weren't being able to see the Facebook stream in Canada. But you're not having that issue?
Nah, man, watching them right now. Everyone's looking sexy as hell.
That's great. Awesome. What do you think? Sexism.
Look, I love what you guys are doing. I'm trying to help you guys come up with some real solutions to some real problems here.
Thank you.
I think everybody's just got to smoke a bit of weed about it, man.
Okay.
You know?
Chill.
Everybody needs to smoke a bit of weed about it.
Yeah, I like it. That's a very nice Canadian attitude.
Yeah,
Very
and it's
sweet.
fitting for
420. Yeah, it's a holiday attitude. It's a holiday.
Oh,
fix.
shit, dude, it's 420. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to swear on here, am I? Sorry, dude.
It's okay. Can we not swear on here?
No.
We have
Oh.
been.
I don't know, man. I'm
I
just,
swore.
you know,
I've let some
looking out.
Okay, it's
Rick, I did
okay.
my best here.
huh?
So here's how tired I am. I wrote "smoke a weed" about it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Smoke some weed about it.
This is for sexism?
Okay, so
Smoke
this
weed
is
about it, some weeds about it.
so
It's up to
basically
you,
you
man.
think everybody needs to chill out.
Yeah, man, you
Which
know,
is what we've said for all
it,
these.
it like chills you out, doesn't make you as aggressive. Dudes
Yeah.
won't be as rapey.
That's true.
Well, you know, I feel like maybe if you're into raping, probably weed isn't going to make you not be a sex predator.
No, rapey, not raping, you know?
Sure,
Just like
no,
that
you're right. My
rapey
mistake.
vibe.
I'm sorry.
Dudes won't be as rapey.
So you're
Do
saying
you
that-
want to get married?
No, you can't just marry
Can't
everybody.
marry
who
everybody,
calls
but
in.
he was talking
Okay,
about
sure.
rape, and that's
fine.
that means we're going to get along.
Are you in a relationship?
Sir.
Not currently, no.
Ooh, you bobbled that one, though. What's her name? And is she awake yet? She's not, is she? Did you nudge her before you betrayed her?
Yeah. What's that?
Nothing. I'm just implying that there's a woman beside you and she's gently weeping.
Oh, no, not here. I wouldn't dare bring her here.
It's a chick. I fucking knew
You're
it
right.
was a
You
chick.
saw
I
right
knew
through that.
it was a chick.
Well,
yeah.
you just avoided a lot of heartache. Okay, well, thank you so much for your call. I think that's the first solution that we've had yet. We'll vote on these at the end, but smoke a weed about it.
I don't think that's a good one.
Smoke a
some
weed
weed
about it, man. Consider it.
Thank you.
That's all I'm
Thanks for
saying.
calling in. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Canada. All right.
That's like there's inequality of pay. And it's like, yeah, just smoke some weed about it.
Yeah.
That's a good point because we were just talking about that the actionable thing would be equal pay.
Equal pay for equal
pay.
work.
But
yeah.
smoking weed about it is not going to do anything.
Yeah, you could smoke weed. You know what you could do? You could smoke weed about it, but you could buy it from a woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's pretty good. So here's, let's see. So we've also have STEM classes.
Yeah. You
STEM
got it.
classes
Science,
for young girls.
technology, and
Smoke weed about it. These are our two things. So the thing with equal pay, how do you do it? Can you just, should we make it that like every job has the same pay? Like, you know, so if you're at this position, you get, you know, like a director at this level gets this amount, a vice president gets this amount, a manager gets this amount, and it's just held the same for everyone? Or is it something where you just look at your roster and make sure that because some people like will be like, well, I'm going to leave, I have a better offer, and you don't want to lose people like that. You want to be able to throw them more money, or should we have like a roster where every company looks at how much we're paying the men at the company, how much we're paying the women at the company, and then averaged out and make sure that that's equal. So that you still can have fluctuations, and you could pay people who are more valuable to the company more, but it has to equal out.
Oh, you have to be able to do that. Like,
Yeah.
it definitely, I think it would be, and I don't think anybody, unless they were a bonkers banana person, I'm really using my words appropriately, would argue that like somebody say that I deserve the same amount of pay as someone else if I'm not doing my job as well, for
Right.
example. But I think that it does help for companies to engage in some, not that companies have souls, so soul searching is wrong, but looking at the records and looking at like, if you've got a woman who's got awesome performance evaluations, she's put in 5 years, and a man at the same level, same thing, and he's making, you know, a certain amount more, then I think it makes sense to equal that out. But part of the problem too is that as women, we're not taught to advocate for ourselves as much. Like, we're not taught to ask for more. That's a big thing you see women talking about online, and when we're talking about business and things like that, like actually asking for a raise. Because a lot of us are just kind of taught, if not by our parents, we kind of learn from culture just to be sort of sweet and nice and not speak up if we're worried or upset about something, because you don't want to weird anybody out. So in the business sense, fewer women, I read a study about this like a few weeks ago, fewer women report having asked for a raise in the past 2 years, which is interesting. So part of it is on us to advocate for ourselves and to speak up for ourselves.
Okay. So that's good. Women have to ask for more raises?
Yeah, got to ask for more. Always ask for more.
But it's a tricky situation because I've been in situations not about raises or like I'm not paying anyone anything, where someone has been like offering some like a slot for something and been like, well, the guy got it because the guy asked for it, and it's tough to put that blame on the woman
Oh
or,
yeah, I don't mean
you know?
blaming a woman. I mean I
Not,
hear that.
but I mean,
And the onus can't only be on, like, if we're talking about a group that's not being treated as well as another group, the onus can't just be on the mistreated group to raise itself up. Like,
yeah,
I think the people in
exactly.
power have to.
I think we have to
look
be a
at
little bit
themselves.
self-conscious of that fact of doing that, of being like, well, I did this because this person spoke up, and realize the position that some people are in, and be conscious of that.
Yeah, that's a good point, because Cheryl in marketing might be like, oh, look around and go, wow, I'm the only woman in this group. Like, maybe I shouldn't rock the boat. My position may be precarious.
You want some comments from the
Sure.
Facebook? We've got, I don't see any problem solved yet out of all those ones that have been said it's solved.
Excuse me, I believe I have watched.
These are burritos.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, these are breakfast burritos.
I love
Would you like the
everyone.
breakfast burritos?
I'm so
Like
happy
breakfast-
right now. This is already the best fortune. Oh my God, I'm so
And
happy.
then
Everything's solved. You want a burrito?
I already had one.
You do another one?
No,
I'll push food on you.
and then
I just had one.
someone said squeaky wheel gets the oil. And then somebody said Sam's trying to get laid.
We're all trying to get laid, bro. That's why we're all here. That's what this live stream is about.
And then somebody said yay food. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think I don't know what I don't know what solution we've come to.
Have you ever seen a really bonkers example of sexism that was ridiculous? 'Cause I remember one time I was in high school, and a guy in class was like, girls shouldn't play soccer. And I was like, why? And he was like, because of the babies. Like, he thought that athletic endeavors would lower your fertility, which is completely not true.
Right.
And as a 16-year-old, I was like, where is this coming from? And he just was like, I don't know. And that was it. But I miss him every day.
Or maybe he meant if you're pregnant and playing soccer.
No, he wasn't
Yeah.
that smart. That does make sense. You got to be
Yeah.
careful. But no. He just was like, no, because of the baby. I think a lot of times the answers people have are like, because of the babies. And it's like, well, we can do a lot even when we're knocked up.
Right.
You know
right.
what is really cool though is that that like U.S. soccer team were like, you know, we didn't even make the World Cup this year. But what, the women's team has won the World Cup twice in a row?
I think so. The women's team is like consistently
It's
amazing.
great. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Go us.
Yeah. Do all the other countries have women's soccer teams?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really.
Hey.
Does the president
Okay.
kick you out of here for conflict?
We have a
I've
we have a
seen it a
comment
lot.
from New Zealand.
Doing it.
Oh, hi Timmy. Timmy's back from the
up,
roof.
man?
Okay. Happy 420 to yous. Good day, everyone from New Zealand.
Oh, that's so cute. That
Wow,
they,
that's our
they
second
have
country
the internet there.
coming
That's
in.
sweet.
Australian thing?
Someone said,
That's a fraud.
what'd you say?
Isn't Good Day an Australian thing?
New Zealand is.
Are you New Zealand splaining? Fucking monster. Get out of here.
Man.
We didn't solve New Zealand yet.
Someone said, why don't any of you have catchphrases?
Oh, that's a good question.
I do.
I do. I totally do. I say I hate everybody. I say that all the time.
I do. Mine is Bazinga.
Zinga. Oh, that's a good
Very
one. You know what? I
original.
saw him the other day.
How's that copyright trial going?
I
Oh,
s-
it's going well. Jim
The old
P.
one, right?
Yeah.
Jim P.
I saw the Bazinga guy.
He's
That's the
so
old one, right?
Old Sheldon.
Yeah, old Sheldon. I
Old
saw
Sheldon.
him at
So talented.
the Albertsons.
He can sing and dance. He's done Broadway.
Oh.
He's amazing.
Lifetime Emmys.
I would freak out if I saw him, and then I'd go to the other part of Albertsons because I'd be nervous.
I saw him and I pointed, I nudged my wife and I said, "That's the Bazinga guy."
And did she leave you immediately? She was like, bye.
I would have walked up to him, made eye
Let's talk
contact, and
about the
nodded.
women's right to choose. That's what they just yelled at me.
Oh, okay.
That's a hard right turn from
Yeah.
sexism.
Well,
There's
Bazinga.
someone in your head like Christmas
So
Jones.
it's the same guy.
Abortion!
Talk about abortion. Talk about
Stop
abortion.
with the Bazinga.
I don't know why it's so important that we go to abortion right
Well,
now. I
because
wonder
it's
if we have
the
a bit.
natural flow. Bazinga to abortion.
Yeah.
It's a
Bazinga to abortion.
It's a
You know, the worst thing to say
horrible-
once you've just done an abortion.
Yeah.
It's probably Bazinga.
I would argue
Right
against
there
that.
with you.
That's the
Yeah.
debate for the next few minutes. That would,
Done.
if I had an abortion and Jim Parsons
So
popped
the,
up and said Bazinga, I'd be like, I made the right choice.
Doctor's like, all right, you'll take it easy for a couple days. The pregnancy has been terminated. Bazinga.
And then it's free if they say that you get to get it for free.
Yeah, it's great. Punch card. I'm going to remember that. next
Abortion.
time.
Now, this is probably the biggest divisive. You know, if you're going to talk about comedy black holes.
Yeah.
I like that they just were like the principle of yes and improv, which is no one should take improv, but if you do, that's fine. But and then the sort of way to end a yes and, like, we're doing a bit is just to scream abortion.
Quick, abortion. The topic that no comedian has ever gotten out of with anything that resembles. Okay. So yeah, very divisive.
Ooh,
People
yeah.
very split on it. Should it be illegal? Should it be mandatory? That's not the side. I believe that's where the lines have been drawn. So what do we have going on here? We have experts?
Ooh, great. Is it a fetus? What does it have to silence?
We have experts on Skype.
Oh, thank
We
God.
have abortion experts.
Oh my God! Wow.
This is very exciting.
Please
I don't
let
know what
us-
this is.
Please let us be a bit.
Someone says, I don't think abortion is really an issue. It is legal in every state.
It's legal, but it's harder to access in some states than others.
And it's an issue because people still talk about it all the time. It's still a thing.
People debate when life begins.
Yep.
And, different ideas
Yes.
about that.
Yeah.
Life begins at Pizza Sucks.
Timmy, you got to get out of here.
Begins. Oh, well,
Yeah,
I'm glad we spent
we've got
3
somebody
minutes
coming-
together as
we-
host and co-host.
Yeah,
I'm
we've
gonna
got
leave
somebody
you.
coming into the studio.
All right, cool.
Somebody
Quiet,
said
quiet,
abort all
please.
men.
That's called murder.
I find that sexist.
Yeah, I do.
That
I
would
think
be
that's
sexist.
Specifically
Yeah.
sexist to target a certain gender for getting rid of.
For extermination.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah. Somebody said that's a good band name, Mandatory Abortion.
Wait, that's like they opened for Earth Crisis at the Electric Factory in Philly.
All right, so we are on the topic of abortion. Someone says we need more stem cells.
Oh, I want a burrito if we're talking about abortions because it feels thematic. I don't know why.
All right, this is a very sensitive subject that we're here. We are plummeting in viewers. No. No, and let's bring on our first guest, Tony Sands. Tony Sands? Is that right? Yeah, Tony Sands. Tony, how are you? Thanks for coming on the show. Okay.
I know.
Now, Tony, tell us about yourself.
I actually work in Hollywood. I'm a producer here, but I also work for a pro-life organization as a volunteer.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I think someone randomly called up and said, would someone talk about pro-life? And they're like, hey, is there someone who's a sucker here? I'm like, oh, yeah, that'd be me.
Oh.
Because immediately you walk into some place like this, you're like, you're the most popular guy in the room.
Yeah. Well, no, we're not going to jump down anybody's throat or anything. We're actually, this is just...
No, you're a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm here to give you a burrito. This is how we figure things out.
So you are our pro-life advocate here, and then I believe we're going to talk to somebody on Skype, Melissa Stripe, who will be our pro-choice advocate, I believe, right? Okay, so let's see our on Skype, Melissa Stripe. Melissa Stripe, are you here?
Hello.
How are you? Well, I can hear you. I can't see you yet.
Oh.
Well, this is great. Thank you for being here, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Happy to be here. I can't see me either, but here.
We're having some technical difficulties. Can we see Melissa? Can we see her? I don't see her on this thing. No, we don't see her on the monitor. Melissa, can you hear us?
You bet I can.
Okay, well, can we flip that around? Oh, there we go. Hi, Melissa.
Oh, there we go.
How are you? There we go. Okay, great. All right, well, this is great. I guess we're going to have a debate about this. We got 5 minutes. Oh, God, really? What did we do this whole hour?
That's enough.
Okay, so here's 5 minutes. Okay, so here's the thing. What we're trying to do, I don't know if you've been watching or not, but we're trying to solve every issue in one day.
Solutions, I like it.
Solutions. So I guess what we're trying to find is some sort of compromise that we can get everybody together, because this is such a polarizing thing. The entire country is split on it. Can we find a compromise that everybody is happy with? All right? And so why don't you propose something, and or who would like to talk first? You know, this is about sexism. We should have the woman talk first.
Oh!
Right? Okay. So, Melissa, would you like to start out our debate, defend your case on abortion?
Oh, hi. I can't really hear you, but
Oh.
I can definitely share a little all of. I can't hear you go.
Oh, okay. Are we having a problem, an issue with the Skype?
Could we maybe get her on the phone?
All right, we're going to try these headphones. Man, I was
Can you
really,
hear me?
I was really excited. This was going to be. Oh yeah, we can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Let's give it a try.
Could you present your case 1 minute?
Okay. So Planned Parenthood obviously offers comprehensive sexual and reproductive health care. And we also do sexual health education, reaching like over 1 million people every year. So I'm here to talk a little bit about some of the questions that we get. I thought you were gonna try and answer them, and then.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Skype went down.
Oh.
Oh, Skype went down. But we can still see.
Did Skype go down? Uh-oh. All right, we're having some.
Can't hear you guys.
Okay, Okay, so we're gonna try to fix the audio. So we'll start with you.
Defaults to me.
Yeah. The whole thing was about sexism, so we thought it'd be good to have the female go first, but then it didn't work out.
Skype is sexist.
Skype is sexist. Yeah. All right, so 1 minute for your case.
Sure, absolutely. So I think to present the hard line first, the hard line would be that, well, if you're talking about life, and human life, we don't know exactly when it begins, but there's a good argument it begins at conception, then is it okay to kill human life? So therefore, if that's the case, no matter how a pregnancy happens, you're killing a person, right? So that would be the hard line where abortion's never okay ever, because why are you killing somebody? You know, why?
Okay.
They especially if someone has not committed anything wrong as far as we know, other than being, difficult for the person who's having the pregnancy at the time. Now let's try and find a solution, right?
Right.
How it comes in some places more of common ground.
Okay.
Actually, it turns out I think that most of America agrees that there should be some limitation on abortion. You just shouldn't be able to have an abortion at whenever you want, at any time you want, for any reason you want.
Okay.
Now, if you don't agree with that, here's a toss-off. Is it okay to abort in the case of sexual preference? Meaning, like, if you find out you're having a girl, is it okay to abort just for that reason at any point?
Right.
I would say that's not cool. Speaking of sexism, but let's be honest, there's a huge chunk of the world that does exactly that. They find out, oh, we're having a girl, we want a boy, because of whatever, let's say we're in China.
Okay.
She's gone.
Right. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, that's not,
Yeah.
we'd say, no, that's cool, that's not cool. So I think we all agree that we have some things where we say abortion shouldn't just be cool across the board at any time for any reason. So let's find that middle ground where we can agree.
Okay, finding the middle ground. So do we lose our, okay, we're having her call in, and then she's going to patch through. Okay, so that's so you're saying there should be some period that there's a cutoff.
Well,
what would that be?
Wouldn't we agree? Well, it's interesting. I actually saw that you guys had a definition of what abortion is, and it says, that when a fetus or an embryo can survive outside of the womb. Well, that's a shifting line now, right? Because we've actually had babies that are born at 4 months that have survived. So then, should we move the dial by that definition back to 4 months?
Or should it be without technology?
Right. Well, I mean, that's the situation. But let's be honest. Then, are we going to say that we're going to have women give birth only natural? Like, forget having a doctor there?
Right.
I mean, some people say, well, when it's viable outside the womb. I have brothers and sisters who have little kids. A 1-year-old's not viable outside the womb. Like, you can't just release it into the wild and be like, go, live, and,
Right.
and it will survive. That's not going to happen.
But it could breathe.
Sure, but let's be honest. In almost every
what I
state,
know.
if someone gave birth to a child and abandoned it in a dumpster, it's kind of the same thing of like, go, live. That's called actually manslaughter and endangerment, and you would be thrown in jail and charged with murder.
Okay.
Right, so that's not a clear cutoff point. So let's find a place where we can go to. Like, for example, most people say, well, what about abortion in the case of rape and incest? Right, that seems like
Right.
everyone should, okay, but do we know that's like literally less than 3% of abortions are done for that reason?
Okay.
So of the 1.2 million abortions that are done a year, less than 3% happen because of that reason. So maybe there's a wider group that we want to protect.
So then, if that's would one compromise be that it's always okay for abortion if there's rape and incest?
Well, see, that's not what
because it's only 3% either way.
Yeah, I would not personally argue that, but at least that would get us to a huge starting point.
That's something.
Right?
That's a
That'd
salvo.
be a huge meeting point to kind of come together.
Do we? Okay, so we have to do equal time here, I think. So do we have? Uh-oh.
If you can't get Melissa back, I can do it.
You want to try?
Yeah, I can take
Okay,
it.
all right.
Jump on in.
All right,
All
here we
right.
go. All right, so, we're having problems getting Melissa back. So, Sarah, will you...
I'll be Melissa.
Okay, you'll be Melissa.
Hi, my name is Melissa. I probably work for Planned Parenthood. I'm not 100% sure. I actually did work for Planned Parenthood
Oh, you did?
years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
well, okay, there you go.
I was a terrible 20-something blogger who almost got fired. Because I was like, why do I have to go to work? And they were like, I don't know. And I was like, I gotta go.
For a paycheck.
Yeah, I was like, for a paycheck. So the argument becomes, I think, on a state-by-state basis, and in this country, we do have states' rights, right? Not everything is decided from top down. How do we define life? How do we define when life begins? And so for some people, life begins at what colloquially they call the quickening, when a mother can actually feel the fetus move inside of her.
Okay.
Some people call that baby.
And when is
some people
that?
don't. I think it depends. It can be, I think it's in the,
First trimester, usually.
somewhere
First
in the, I
trimester?
think
Yeah.
in the second trimester usually. I'm not sure. I'm not, you're probably way more up on how these things work than I am. And I am just gonna preface this by saying I'm not an expert, but I do have a burrito, so I feel very confident. Other people say, throughout history, people have sort of defined when life begins in different ways. Some people say it's at conception. It's like there are people who object to the use of contraception because the idea is that, emergency contraception, because the way that emergency contraception works is in sort of one of two ways. It makes the lining of the uterus hostile to implantation if there's already, say, an egg fertilized by sperm. And so the idea in that is, okay, well, it's already been fertilized. If you're getting anything in the way of a pregnancy occurring, then that's wrong. That's wrong. And but if it's just working to prevent ovulation, maybe that's okay. I mean, I was raised Catholic with a father who worked at a birth control company.
Way. That's one thing.
Yeah. And so I sort of have come from I've experienced a lot of different perspectives on this throughout my life because, my dad and my gay great uncle and his husband worked at a birth control factory my whole life. But I went to Catholic church. So I'm just kind of babbling, but what I would say is that people have different definitions of when life begins.
Right.
And so because of that, people have different definitions of what constitutes even an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Or like what constitutes, what is an abortion versus what is murder. So I think that I know I'm not taking like a hardline stance or anything. I'm probably just regurgitating what you said. But so that's why I think it's tough because there's no like single working definition of when life begins. The arguments really, really vary.
Right. So it's what I believe everyone's saying is they're open to some sort of compromise. But
I think some people are, some people aren't.
But no one can agree where it would be.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, for example, for me and for the organization I work with, like, for example, I'm a producer, and one of the very first things I ever made, it was a TV show that won an award. It was called Assumptions. Well, it just so happened that the show is about a woman who finds out she's pregnant, but also has cancer. And that's like the decision of, do I get, radiation and chemotherapy and they'll kill my baby or not? What was fascinating, though, is that one of my main actors in that actually was the daughter of an incest rape.
Oh, okay.
Right. So like, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? So it was one of the situations like where for me, and I think for a lot of people, like, wait a minute, if it's a life, then you have to defend it always. On the other hand, though, if we're talking about solutions, maybe we can just do like a first step. And literally, if we said, okay, it's the quickening, it's the first trimester, you would actually reduce abortions by literally a third to a half. And if we said it's just in the case of rape and incest or life of the mother's life is in danger, you're talking about reducing it by 97%. That's a pretty good start. You know what I mean? I think that's something that, most people can kind of get on board with. So looking for solutions, maybe that's a starting point. Or the other thing is, maybe we should push the medical community to really come out and give us a better definition of life, because I think we all know it's not a tooth.
Right.
It's not a cancerous cell. But on the other hand, like, when is it officially, like, alive? Well, I think that's where everyone kind of, like, arm wrestles over that, right?
Yeah, and I would say, my personal opinion is that, like, it should obviously be, it's not available on demand. You can't get an abortion in this country on demand up to, the third trimester. That's, I think, a myth that's pushed a lot. Not that you pushed that myth, you didn't, but I think, it should be, we should trust women to talk to their healthcare providers about what's appropriate for them. But what's great about this is that the best fucking way I've ever ended any kind of comedy segment is what's happening right now. All
right.
I'm going to eat my burrito.
Well, we've been told, we have to wrap it up. We have to come to a conclusion. I don't know that we came to a conclusion, because also we lost our person on Skype.
Well, I was replaced by a man with a hat. Cool hat, though, by the way.
Melissa, we're really sorry we lost you. Sorry about that. And Tony, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks very much.
And thank you, Sarah. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you know what? But we can vote on this. We can vote on this because this started out as sexism. So while we may not have fixed abortion, and also we learned that it's really a comedy dead end abortion.
Nothing's funnier.
Yeah, but okay. So to fix sexism, we have three solutions here. One, STEM classes. Push STEM classes for young girls. We go by applause. What do people think about that?
Make chicks learn more science if they want to. Yeah.
4. Women need to ask for more raises.
Yeah, that's my idea.
And smoke weed about it. I'm going to go with STEM classes. I'm going to go with STEM classes. Okay, all right, I'm putting this on the board as STEM classes. That was pretty much a three-way tie. Okay, can girls be called dudes? 68% say yes, 32% say no. Abortion is still undecided, but...
why did we not solve abortion?
I know, that was the big one. It would have been huge.
Dang it. What?
Thanks, everybody. We will be back in 15 seconds with a brand new topic. And thank you.